Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is... Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is... Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is... Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is...
Welcome, basketball fans, to 2K Sports. I'm Damon Bruce. Friday Hoops Fest coming up next. It's the Milwaukee Bucks going up against the Los Angeles Clippers. And that's all for now. Time to hand it over to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K Sports crew. I'll be back with more at halftime.
And we see a while ago the Clippers prepared for the task at hand. Welcome, everyone. This is the NBA. I'm Kevin Harlan, ready to bring you all the action along with Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. We've got a chance now for our starting line. Should be a good one. First, for the Bucks, Steph Curry's out there at Bledsoe. And at the center position out of New Zealand and the University of Pittsburgh, 6'11" pivot, Steven Adams. And it's Durant. And playing at center, a ferocious rebounder with tremendous skills to match out of UCLA, Kevin Love. Then there's Kawhi Leonard, and it's Williamson in at the power forward.
You know, for a long time, people would look at Staples as the Lakers' home, where the Clippers just happened to be sharing space. But the Clippers let everybody know that they called this Staples Center home as well last year. I thought they were a force in front of their rabid fans.
So the Bucks win the tip. Bledsoe with it.
Hey, right here.
Shoot that on you.
Number 8.
Get it.
And it's off. Well, Clark, as you said, the Clippers really starting to make waves on the landscape here in L.A. as they surpassed the Lakers in wins last season. You know, a big part of that was, Steve, their ability to win here at home.
Yeah, 32 wins here at Staples, and this Clipper team that ignites a crowd. And some new additions this year, new coaching staff. A lot going on for this Clipper team.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Thanks, Kevin. I caught up with the Bucks head coach. I asked him about the challenge of containing Chris Paul, and he said, well, he's one of the best in the business, maybe the best. There's really nothing he can't do. But, fellas, he said matching CP3's intensity on the court and making him work defensively are two keys.
Thanks again, Doris.
He's so reliable. His offense seems to be consistently there for this team.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Gets it to go. Paul's got his first points of the game.
You know, he's not somebody they lean on for points, but when he does score, that's a bonus.
Now here's Bledsoe. Outside Durant. Back to Bledsoe. Durant. Shot clock at 6. Here's Adams, and they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
A lot of noise coming from the...
Well, you know, we've got a lot of amateur officials in the crowd, and not one of them liked it.
Leonard against Durant. And Leonard gets it to go.
Well, the drive to the bucket was nice, but how about the finger roll finish? Beautiful.
The Bucks have gone 2 of 3 here to start off the game. Left side Curry. Back to Durant. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Lets it go from deep. Can't get it to go. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. And the pass to Paul. There's the pick. There's the feed to Booker. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Milwaukee's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. The shot by Curry. And another basket for Milwaukee.
Boy, he can be a matchup nightmare inside the paint.
Here's Leonard. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. He feeds it to Booker. He kicks it to Paul. Clock at 6. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. A chance here now for a three-point play.
Exceptional play to take the bump and still get it up and down.
Yeah, way to stay with it and look to finish the play right there.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Kevin Love. And that one falls for Paul.
Surprisingly, the Bucks were one of the better teams from the East against the West last season, 14-16, which was better than most teams in the East and part of why they were able to make it into the playoffs.
Back to Durant. Passes it to Adams. Shot is off. Nice D from Griffin. Clippers leading by 3. Leonard off the pick from Griffin. Leonard dishes to Paul. Back to Leonard. He passes to Paul. Goes back up. And the jumper is on the mark.
It's a great play under the boards for him, and you know that's the standard that he sets. It seems like all those second chance points, I mean, they're there for him game in, game out.
Well, back to the Bucks. With their small backcourt, they could have nights where they could just run teams to death, and they were able to take advantage of a few teams like that.
Well, the main thing is that they weren't afraid of anyone. Ellis and Jennings would just try to run the ball down your throat. But in the end, it wasn't a combination that the Bucks felt confident with, and that's why they were willing to let Ellis and Jennings go.
Here's Beverly. Kicks it to Tyler. There's 1:40 left in the first. And the clip.
And the defense got away with a major lapse there.
The dunk with a foul on top of it. So strong. Savage. That's the way to get some momentum on your side.
Absolutely. Those dunks can really have a deflating effect on the defense.
Especially coming from a guy out of the backcourt.
Hey, I think we all knew that the Clippers were good last year, but we really took notice when they rattled off those 17 wins in a row in December. That was a franchise record, which had previously been 11, and that's when the league really took it.
Here's Beverly. Back to Griffin. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession.
Bucks ball.
Such a careless pass. You've got to keep your head in the game here.
The Bucks have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Well, it was the year of the win streak last season with Miami doing what they did, and Steve, the Clippers had the first lengthy win streak and turned some heads earlier in the season.
Yeah, what was that, about 17 games in a row they won? And I thought that kind of established the Clippers in the West, put a little fear in the rest of the conference, and gave L.A. a swagger that I thought helped them get through the rest of the season.
The defense needs to play tight on him, and that's exactly what they did to force that miss. Well done.
Beverly. To the inside. Here's Murray. And it's all evened up. There's 42 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Here's Beverly. Hayward kicks to Tyler. He dishes it to Beverly. Feeds to Tyler. 6 on the shot clock. Knocks down the 3 ball. Tyler's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Now Murray. Pass to Nurkic. Here's Murray. Here's Vogley, defended by Beverly. Rackley's shot is good. Just 4 seconds left in the first quarter. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game, up 1.